Good afternoon. I'm Paul Jess, Executive Director of the Florida Justice Association. Today is May 4th, 2019, and just a little while ago, the Florida Legislature adjourned Sine Die. I am pleased to report that very little damage was done to the civil justice system this session, and a few good things even passed. Bottom line, I consider this legislative session a success for the Florida Justice Association. Before I get to the few things that passed, I'd like to give you a partial list of proposals that didn't pass. You may recall in my first video message of this session, I sounded the alarm. In this first session with a new governor, new Speaker of the House, and new Senate President, the insurance industry, big corporations, and other tort reformers thought they would get their way. There seemed to be no limit to the bad ideas filed by legislators at the urging of these special interests. Here is the partial list of proposals that did not pass. Allowing insurance company to treat their insureds in bad faith did not pass. Caps on non-economic damages did not pass. Limiting the introduction of evidence of medical bills to the Medicare rate did not pass. Totally eliminating the dangerous instrumentality doctrine did not pass. A $150 an hour cap on attorney's fees in workers' compensation cases did not pass. Onerous alternative dispute resolution for medical malpractice cases did not pass. Allowing defense lawyers ex parte communications with treating physicians did not pass. A new affirmative defense for misuse of product in product liability cases did not pass. Requiring a hearing to prove circuit court jurisdiction after filing a complaint and before a defendant would have to file a responsive pleading did not pass. Unfortunately, our main proactive proposal, Senator Tom Lee's good auto insurance bill that would have moved Florida to a mandatory bodily injury liability standard, also did not pass. Much progress was made on that issue, however, in both chambers, and we are hopeful that next year, Florida will join the 48 other states that require auto bodily injury liability insurance. So what did pass? First, the bad. Insurance companies will be allowed to sell homeowners policies that will prohibit the assignment of benefits for repair work, and contractors who take assignment will need to jump through hoops and be subject to a new proposal for settlement standard to get their attorney's fees paid. Another bad bill will immunize a lessor of equipment like front-end loaders if they require the lessee to carry $250,500 of liability coverage. Another bill passed that will require autonomous vehicles to carry $1 million of liability coverage, but it is unclear how one could prove liability. Now for the good bills that passed. A human trafficking bill passed late last night. Among other things, it requires hotels to train their staff to recognize human trafficking. It does not create a new cause of action, but it does not provide immunity, and it specifically does not alter or limit any existing causes of action. The Uniform Interstate Deposition and Discovery Act passed. The bill to increase the jurisdictional limit of county court to $30,000 in 2020 passed. And finally, the Prescription Drug Database Bill to help the Attorney General get the information she needs to prosecute the pharmaceutical companies and complicit pharmacies that created our opioid crisis passed. Again, this is not a complete list of FJA issues that passed and failed. Please read the written legislative update report in your email for a complete list. On the conclusion of this successful legislative session, I would be remiss if I didn't thank the FJA members who came to Tallahassee to help us lobby and make this a successful session. Special thanks to our President, Trey Lytal, and President-elect Leslie Kroeger for their constant presence and leadership. Special thanks to our Workers' Compensation Section Chair, Richard Chait, who was here every single week of this session, even after the bad workers' compensation bill was defeated. And special thanks to our legislative and political director, Jeff Porter, for his brilliant strategies and tactics in leading our volunteer and professional lobbying team. And thank you for everything you do for your clients, for all Floridians, and thank you for being a member of the Florida Justice Association.